So what can you buy for under $900,000 in Mississauga right now in our market? There is actually quite a list of options. A lot of listings are available. I'm so excited to show you these today. I'm going to share with you a variety of freehold townhouse, semi-detached, even a detached. Again, I'm keeping everything under 900K. The detached might be a little bit over, but definitely there's room to negotiate in this market. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing with you on my computer screen each listing that I've selected to show you the features, the size, the lot size, the area, the neighborhood. We're going to do a deep dive on each listing to show you what you can actually get right now in Mississauga for under 900K. So let's get right into it. All right, so I'm opened up my Loom and I'm going to start now. Okay, so the very first listing that I wanted to show you is in the Hurontario community. It's on Whistler Crescent. It's a semi-detached 3+1 bedrooms listed for $849. Super, super attractive price, right? So let's take a look. Hurontario, it's at the corner of Bristol, very close to Matheson as well. So this is located less than 5 minutes drive to Heartland Town Center. So, and even just 5 minutes to the Highway 401. So from here, you can easily go anywhere in the city, east or west. And what's fabulous, of course, is just steps to Barrendale Public School. That's a middle school from grade 6 to 8. It's an excellent school. They have a really good French immersion program. Clients and friends of mine have sent their kids there. And the other thing that's fabulous too is it is also just a few minutes walk to the famous top Catholic high school, and that is Francis Xavier right here. Okay, so it's really great. It's got a little plaza just across the street where there is like McDonald's, there's the bank, there's Value Village. So yeah, so a lot of things are walking distance, which is great. And then also McKechnie. So over here you've got a couple more schools, Nahanni and Bristol Road. So it's a fantastic location, and it is going to be steps from the Hurontario LRT, the future Hazel McCallion line. So location-wise, it's definitely very, very prime, unbeatable. So I love the location. Now, this house just came on the market for the very first time. It's been 11 years since it's been on the market. And what you cannot see on the public site that I'm going to show you on the brokerage remarks is that there's going to be an offers presentation to be reviewed on next Monday, July 20th. So that means that the price that they listed at $849 is actually not the price that they're hoping to sell for. So they're just trying to attract as many showings and get as many buyers interested in the property and hopefully generate multiple offers so they can kind of bid them and get a much higher price. So they're probably looking at 900K or more. Okay, they're listed at $849. So we shall see. There are a lot of upgrades done to this home. So I'm going to show you some really fabulous pictures right now to show you the semi-detached. Okay, so it's a little bit on the small side. So this house is actually just over 1,300 square feet. Okay, now what is fabulous is they've done a lot of upgrades. As you can see, the tiles here, that's been upgraded. That's not original. It's got a really nice hardwood floors. I love the color, by the way, and that's on the main floor and upstairs hardwood. So I like that. And the kitchen is a little bit, closed off with some walls, which is nice. Some people, I find some clients really like that. They like a little bit more closed off kitchen, but at the same time, you can still see the living room. So it's a white kitchen, and they have newer appliances there. So their fridge is brand new, their dishwasher is brand new, and then their cooking range oven was from a year ago. So those are really nice upgrades in the kitchen. Okay. There's the powder room, and as we go upstairs, very nice stairs. So that's oak staircase with iron spindles, right? And then the upstairs, the same flooring, the same hardwood floor, which I really appreciate. The bathroom looks updated, looks like it's got newer vanity, definitely not original. Nice tiling here, nice tile work, right? So three spacious bedrooms upstairs. another full bathroom. So there are two full bathrooms on the upper level. And then let's go and take a look at the basement, because the basement is actually pretty sweet. It was professionally finished just last year, so it's a brand new basement with vinyl flooring. And as you can see here, it does have a bathroom. Okay, so it's got a full bathroom, which is great. And I just skipped over the kitchen, so you can see it also has a kitchen in the basement. So I'm not seeing a full picture of the kitchen, but I do see a fridge. I see a range hood over here and a sink and cabinets, but I'm not seeing the stove there. Okay, but nonetheless, it does have a kitchen and bathroom and a one bedroom, as you can see here, with a pretty decent sized window. This is not a legal basement. However, by all means, it's professionally done. It's new, which is fantastic. And as we go over here, wow, it's got a separate entrance. Okay, so the door goes into the backyard. All right, so that's great. It has it actually has a legally done separate entrance to the basement. So that's a fantastic value. Honestly, in our market in Mississauga, a basement like that with a legal separate entrance, kitchen, bedroom, and a bathroom, I would say has a value of at least $70,000, if not $75,000. So that's a value that we can add directly to the price of this home because of the basement with the legal separate entrance through the backyard. Okay, and then the prime location is great, right? So as I mentioned before, it's walking distance to quite a few great schools and very close to so many different amenities, and very close to Heartland Town Center, close to Square One, close to the highway access as well. Okay, and so yeah, so 849. Now next Monday we shall see what this property is going to go for and how many offers they're going to get. I feel that, right now in the month of July, things are really picking up. Just last week, we got 3 offers on our townhouse. So being a semi-detached at 849 with a nice basement like that, I'm going to guesstimate at least probably 3 to 5 offers, if not more, at this price point. So it could get the house to sell 900K or more even, right? So that's the first house I wanted to show you, which is super exciting. And now I would love to go to the next house. So the next house I wanted to show you, oh, by the way, yeah, I wanted to show you a recent sale on the same street. So if we look at just last month, in the month of June, on the very same street, there was a semi-detached sold with an unfinished basement for $872. So if an unfinished basement was sold for $872 and this one has a rentable basement listed at $849, for sure is going to really attract a lot of potential buyers, right? People really want a house where they can rent out the basement and help with the mortgage. So this is likely then going to go over 900K is my educated guess. Okay, now I'm going to go show you the second house, which is a brand new construction. Yeah, so $899. This is another semi-detached. It's a 3-story, so it's got a little bit more stairs. You've got 3 floors and a basement. It's a 4-bedroom semi-detached, and it's a little bit bigger. So I believe the size, let me take a look here. The size of this house is going to be, just under 1,900 square feet. So it's definitely a lot bigger than the one I just showed you. Okay. And what's very interesting is that it was just newly built. This house actually closed last year in November 2025. The builder is National Homes. This project here is called Whitehorn Woods. I do want to start and show you the area first. So it's right in this little pocket here, Saigon Street, okay, along Britannia. It actually pretty much faces the main street of Britannia Road, near Credit View. So this is totally in my neck of the woods. I love this area, and I'm going to tell you why. This is by far my favorite no frills in all of Mississauga. So I actually come and shop here on a weekly basis. I really love this no frills. It's the cleanest, most organized, great prices. I love the experience of this store. And yeah, I actually lived pretty close by. So National Homes is the builder that has built this project here, mostly of freehold townhouses. They're all 3-story, and there are only 2 semi-detached, and this is one of the 2 that are for sale. They pretty much closed in 2025, and back in the peak market, a lot of these houses actually sold for very high prices. I'm talking about 1.4, 1.2, and now the prices have come down quite a bit significantly. Okay, so this location is really fabulous. You're talking about a 2-minute drive to Heartland Town Center. It's 5 minutes to Streetsville, and it's a really great location. Okay, it's surrounded by all kinds of semi-detached, a few pockets of townhouses, and also a lot of detached homes in this area. Fabulous location. So let's go take a look at the house. All right, so I'm going to show you the pictures of the inside. So it's a very brand new build, as you can see, right? Newly constructed. And it is a semi-detached, and it already has a privately fenced backyard. Let's take a look at the backyard size. Not bad, eh? Yeah. So that's a pretty good backyard. You know, for new build, a lot of people don't get the backyard. I think the townhouses, they don't all have the backyard fenced in, but this is a semi-detached, so it is a fenced in backyard. But as you can see here, the fence between the 2 neighbors is still not fully done up, so I guess it's going to be up to the homeowners if they want to do it. It's a partial fence between the 2 neighbors. Okay, and it is a 3-story house. So what is really interesting is that you do have to go up the stairs to get to the main floor. So the main floor is actually the 2nd floor of the house, where I'm showing you the kitchen. So let's take a look at the kitchen. Not a lot of counter space, but of course it's brand new. Everything is brand new, right? So that's kind of nice. And then it has a pretty large size eat-in breakfast room with the door to the balcony. Now, what's interesting about this house is on the ground level, when you walk into the house, there is actually a full-size bedroom with its own ensuite bathroom right on the ground level. So you could, you know, have older parents stay here or a teenager stay here on the ground floor. They would love to have their own bedroom and their own private ensuite. So that's on the ground floor level, okay, that we're seeing right now. And then there is a basement just below that. I don't see any pictures for it, so I'm just going to explain it to you. So just below this ground floor bedroom and bathroom, there is a small basement that the builder has built with a kitchen with a large window, and there's a rough-in for a second laundry. So this means that you could potentially have this fully as an in-law suite, right, for older parents to stay here. They have access to their own kitchen, and if you build the laundry, their own laundry even, or you can rent it out and get a rental income to help you with the mortgage. This is all upstairs. So upstairs is carpeted, okay? And so upstairs you do have 2 full-size bathrooms, and you also have the laundry upstairs as well. So for sure, in a 3-story house, there are a lot of staircase. All right. So actually, this is the basement here. I can see the big window. So actually, it's really nice. The basement has one very large size window and then one smaller one. And here is the kitchen I was talking about. So the builder has built this kitchen in the basement with the large window, which is great. So that way, you know, you definitely can rent out the basement if you like. And of course, very new equipment, tankless water heater, you know, high efficiency furnace. Okay, so those are the pictures I wanted to show you. And so here's the thing, this is gonna really blow your mind. So it's listed for $899. Okay, it is sold conditionally already. Now I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't know the sale price yet, but for sure it's over the asking price. Now, it is a vacant property, price to sell, the seller is motivated, okay? And I'm going to show you right now, the property tax is $7,000, and over here you can see the square footage, as I mentioned to you, just under 1,900 square feet and 240 square feet for the basement. And that's the lot size here, 23 by 104 square feet for the lot size. And it's a single car garage parking with one car on the driveway, so a total of 2 parking spaces with the finished basement. So something that you cannot see easily yourself, but I will show you this, okay? This house actually was closed just last year in 2025. So this year they listed at $999, then they dropped the price to $899, okay? Because again, very motivated seller, right? So believe it or not, it was closed at just under 1.5 last fall in November of last year. So for sure it went over the asking price, and by how much, well, time will tell. I will definitely be looking at the sale price, and if you are interested and you're curious, do drop me a comment below and I'd be happy to share that with you. Okay, so on to the next property, number 3. So the next house that I would like to show you, okay, it is listed just over the 900K mark. It is my own listing with my clients, but I will tell you that there is some room to negotiate. And so it should value at very close to that 900 mark, plus or minus maybe 10 or 20K, right? So it could go either way. It could go maybe 10, 20K just below 900, or maybe 5 or 10K just above 900. So the asking price is $929. It is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom link house. It is just under 1,600 square feet, and it's in the Hurontario community. I'm going to show it to you on the map. It's very close to Mavis and Eglinton. So extremely central, prime location. Personally, my family, we've been living in this area for more than 10 years. I love Mavis and Eglinton area, and I'm going to tell you why. So there is another No Frills right here in the corner, Daniel's No Frills. It's a really great store, and it's got the bank, it's got McDonald's, it's a great little plaza, it's got Chinese restaurant that's been there for decades. Now it has an Italian restaurant, so it's got really convenient stores here in this little plaza. And Mavis and Eglinton is really central because here you have the bus that can take you to Square One, just one bus. It's also just 3 minutes drive to access the exit to the Highway 403. And from there, you can go pretty much anywhere. You can drive straight to downtown Toronto. You can drive straight up to Brampton. You can pretty much go anywhere, or to Oakville, Burlington, or into Niagara. So location-wise, it's super, super central. The other thing is probably about a 7 minutes drive to Square One, and a 5 minute drive to Heartland Town Center. So Heartland Town Center, you've got Costco, you've got Winners, you've got all of the brand name outlet stores. And so it's super, super convenient. Okay, location is fabulous. Now, this house is considered a link house, and I'm going to show you what that means. So as you can see in the pictures here, right? So the 2 garages are side by side. So this link house, you can see this little space right here. So they don't share a wall on this side. So they are linked by the garage and the foundation right here, and then a shared driveway. So this is officially called a link house. And there is a end unit over here, and this house here is they do share the wall. So this particular house shares one wall with the neighbor, and then on the other side of the neighbor, it doesn't share a wall, but it shares the driveway and the garage. So it's a link house. It's a 3 bedrooms. Now, okay, there it is. There's the end unit here where they share one wall, and then on this side, they share the garage and the foundation. Now, this house is completely renovated, brand new. brand new. It was just done by a professional master contractor by my client in the month of May and June. Everything I'm going to show you is brand new. Everything has been replaced. Entire flooring, the stairs. It's got engineered hardwood on both floors. It's got beautiful tiles and brand new kitchen, brand new bathrooms. Everything is brand new. So pot lights everywhere, and it's super bright. Beautiful kitchen, as you can see, very spacious. Lots of cabinets, and of course, brand new stainless steel appliances. There's even over here, you see this door? This is actually a closet. It's like a pantry, so additional storage is fantastic. And next to this pantry is the powder room, just tucked over there. Okay, and in this kitchen, there is this cute little nook here that's like a breakfast eat-in room, so where the table and chairs are, and there are 3 windows that look out to the front yard. So here it is. Okay, so it's really, really pretty. It's actually such a nice house, and my client has done a beautiful job with the renovations, and we've worked together, we collaborated together, we selected a lot of the colors together, even the light fixtures. So the staging, of course, is done professionally by my staging company, and even the dining room here, the lights we've selected together. And yeah, it was real teamwork with my clients, and it was just such a beautiful collaboration that we've worked together to co-create this beautifully renovated house. They've owned it for more than 30 years. So when I met them just a few months ago, actually, it was all original, carpeted, all original. Nothing was renovated. And my client decided to renovate it top to bottom before selling it. So as you can see, it is gorgeous, right? So even the patio door is brand new installed. The windows, they have all been replaced several years back. The roof has been done. Furnace is new. AC was upgraded. That's the powder room. So everything has been transformed. It's a total transformation of this house. This house was built in 1989. So this whole community of Hurontario and Mavis and Eglinton, this community was all about 35 years community. So upstairs, you can see 3 very spacious bedrooms. So that's the primary bedroom, just gorgeous with the 3 bright windows. This one also has an ensuite bathroom, okay, as you can see here, and 2 double closets, a his and her closet, as you can see here. So it's a really, really beautiful primary, and that is the ensuite. So what's super that my client has done is a stand-in large shower, okay, in the ensuite here, and then 2 other spacious bedrooms in the upstairs, and the other bathroom that was renovated is with a new bathtub. So that's super for families with small children. So in the upstairs, you've got 2 full bathrooms, one with the bathtub and one with the shower. So it would exactly appease to everybody. And this is the backyard with the deck, okay, and the brand new patio door, as I mentioned. It's a really cute size backyard, right, fenced in. So pretty low maintenance, not a lot of work to do, but at the same time, it gives you enough space for your pets to run in, your kids to run around, and even room for a little bit of gardening. The basement is unfinished for this home, okay? And as I mentioned before, it is so centrally located. It is fabulous. Seriously, it's a 7 minutes drive to Square One, and less than 5 minutes drive to Heartland Town Center. So this house is also sold conditionally until this week, and I will know and be able to publish the full firm sold price. And you can definitely drop me a comment if you're interested. Any questions, I'd be happy to get back to you. Now, the last listing that I'm going to go through with you today is actually a detached house. Okay, so this is very exciting. So let me go back here and pull up the listing to show you. Da, 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 da. It's also in my neighborhood. It's actually very close to where I live. Okay, you're going to say, oh, Maria, why are you showing me something that's over 900K? I know that I'm supposed to show you everything under 900K, but in this market, you just never know, right? And also, I cannot pass up showing you this detached house in the 900K range, right? Because it's not sold yet, it's for sale. We don't know how much it's going to go for, but it is a 3-bedroom detached house with a swimming pool listed at this price. So I do want to share this with you. And this is actually in my own neighborhood. So I love to share that with you. It's at Credit View in Eglinton, okay, where I live with my family. Now, there's a few things that I love about this area. So just across here is the Adonis Plaza. Adonis is a Lebanese large supermarket, grocery store. And in there, you've also got Rexdale Pharmacy, you've got McDonald's again, and Royal, RBC, you've got pizza, you've got a lot of things in there. And this location is pretty fabulous because it is 5 minutes from Credit Valley Hospital. 5 minutes, also, if you just go south along Credit View here, you're going to arrive at Arundel GO Station. So let me see if I can show you that on the map. So this is the house that I'm going to show you, right? So just 5 minutes south of here along Credit View, check that out. You're at the Arundel GO Station. So for commuters, it's excellent, okay? And Riverwood, beautiful Riverwood Conservation Park. It's huge. So you see all of this greenery, okay? And the other thing is over here at Burnham Thorpe and Credit View, just all along here, this yellow section, is a lot of Chinese plazas. So it's kind of like another Chinatown actually of Mississauga. So there's all kinds of Asian grocery stores, Asian, restaurants, sushi, Vietnamese, Chinese, you name it, it's all there. And then along here, if you just go along Burnham Thorpe, you just go straight and it's Square One. So there are buses either from Eglinton or from Burnham Thorpe that would take you directly into Square One. Okay, so the location is very fabulous. And over here, as you can see, there's a few excellent schools: Sherwood Mills Public School, Fallingbrook Middle School, Rick Hansen. So these are the schools where my son has, grown up. He's still here at high school right now. So this is totally my own neighborhood. I love it. And I'm going to show you this detached house right now. Okay, so let's take a look at what it has to offer. Just the picture alone, I was very intrigued, right? Wow, that is such a nice pool in the backyard with the triple waterfalls here. I'm really impressed. It's like, wow. So this is a very small size detached house. And so if you have the budget for it, instead of a townhouse, instead of a semi-detached, you could actually consider owning your own detached house where you have the whole house to yourself. It is sitting on a lot size of 32 feet by 125 feet. So pretty nice size lot with the swimming pool. Now the house itself is pretty small. It's just under 1,400 square feet inside. It does have a finished basement, okay? And let's see. Pretty nice white kitchen, yeah. So it's a 3-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms. So one thing that is missing in this home is that on the upper level is 1 bathroom instead of 2. So there's 1 bathroom upstairs and 1 powder room on the main floor. So that is one thing that is going to kind of deter some of the buyers, right? A lot of buyers I find do want extra bathrooms. So, but again, if you want a swimming pool in your own detached house in your own lot, this still could be very affordable. So there's the living room on the main floor with the small, dining room okay, that walks out into the backyard. And then there is the kitchen. So what I've noticed in the pictures here, as you can see, is you have a dining room, pretty small, you know, not a huge dining room, but you also have the eat-in breakfast room in the kitchen. So there, that's pretty cool, you know, for your quick meals, for your breakfast. You can be here in the kitchen, and then you still also have a dining room separately. So here's the powder room. You know, everything looks pretty updated, which is great. Primary bedroom looks really nice with 2 windows, 1 closet, and it doesn't have an ensuite. Remember, this house has 1 full bathroom upstairs to share with the 3 bedrooms. And here are the 3 bedrooms upstairs as well. Okay. And then it does have a finished basement. So no separate door entrance and no bathroom or kitchen in the basement. It is just a rec room. So in this rec room, I guess you can use it as, you know, for the kids, playroom, or a home office if you wanted to work at home. And then the laundry is in the basement as well, and the backyard. So let's take a look at the backyard. Okay, so this was, you see here, this little word restyle. I did not see that. So sorry, virtually rendered. Here you go. In small print. I thought this pool was real. So when I saw this listing, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to share this with you. But now I look closely, it's a virtually staged swimming pool for this house. And in reality, it doesn't have a pool. So sorry about that. And still, very, very nice house, pretty nicely updated, carpet free. You know, it's a good starter home for family, I would say, or if you're thinking of downsizing. And I do love the location. And so there you have it. I just really enjoyed showing you these listings in the central areas of Mississauga that are around 900K, just, you know, a little bit above. But hey, they can sell below 900K in this market, right? So I really hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did. And please drop me a comment. I will personally answer any questions that you may have. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.